it's Sam. So this is the first official time that I am filming since it's been 2020 for this channel. I have already uploaded videos on this channel since 2020 has happened, but I haven't actually filmed. I started YouTube in November of 2009, and now I'm in 2020, which is like, first of all, oh man, that makes me feel old. But second of all, that's gone by really fast. It doesn't seem like I've been on YouTube for that long, but I have, and that's super weird. Yeah, if only I could have my old videos that I used to have up, but I took them all down, and I mean, I'm sure we have them backed up somewhere, but it's like such a pain to like go and find them all. And honestly, I would not want to re-upload them because they're probably cringy. But crazy to think that it is now a new decade of being on YouTube. Super weird. But today I'm going to be sharing my 2020 goals, and I have quite a lot. These are just goals that I'm looking to work towards. I don't necessarily want to achieve all of these in 2020, but they're goals that I have that at some point I would like to accomplish. And if it takes me all of 2020 to get to, start getting to that point so that in 2021 or 2022 we can do that, that's fine by me. I just want to set myself some goals, and so I'm going to share them with you guys. And I feel like if I put them out into the universe, I might have a better chance of actually accomplishing them. So the very first one, and I have them written in my phone because you guys know I'm like kind of a scatterbrain and I forget everything. My very first goal, which kind of seems a little bit silly considering that my channel is based upon beauty. I have been incorporating a lot more fashion into this channel, but initially it was based around beauty. But my first goal is to wear less makeup, to be more confident in my own skin and not feel like I constantly have to like pile on super full coverage, full glam makeup looks to feel pretty or confident. This last couple of weeks while the kids were off of school, I really tried to do that because number one, I just did not want to have to take the time away from the kids putting on my makeup because it takes forever. There was a lot of times where we were just like, I wasn't filming. We were just going to the thrift store or going to the trampoline park or going to the actual park. We were like just doing more kid stuff. And so I was like, well, I don't really need to look full glam for this. But just getting to a point where I'm comfortable like not having to be full glam like ooh all the time, and so also like it's nice to give your skin a little bit more of a break, and so I have found a routine that I really like that I think is like a nice happy medium between being no makeup whatsoever and like full glam. And I have filmed it for you guys today. It's what I'm currently wearing, so that will be up tomorrow, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But it's just kind of like a nice no makeup look. What is this dog chewing? She's stolen something underneath my dresser. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, now she's just lying down like, not doing anything. And that kind of ties into like my number 2 goal is just like in general feeling more confident about myself. And I kind of touched on this on Instagram and I got so many really sweet comments. But over the years of being on YouTube, I've had a lot of unkind comments, and it's totally to be expected. And it's just one of those things, it just comes along with the territory. But it's hard not to let them get to you over the years. And I have a lot of things that have been said to me in the past that have still kind of stuck with me to this day. And it's like from years and years ago. I'm really self-conscious of a lot of things about my outer appearance. And I'm super happy with where I'm at with like my, just the way I feel on the inside and my personality and like what I've, who I've grown to become. I'm very at peace with that, but I've struggled with just my my self-esteem as far as my my outside appearance. And I think part of that is just getting older and like becoming at peace with the fact that you are getting older and you are getting a little jowly and you're getting fine lines and wrinkles, and your body isn't once what it was after having kids and eating too much. I gained a lot of weight in 2019 because it was a really big year for me as far as just a lot of changes. And for me, I tend to eat when I am sad or stressed, and I kind of just ate my sorrows away. When we first moved to North Carolina, it was such a huge move going from the West Coast all the way to the very, very far East Coast. And I left a lot of my friends back home. Jay started a new job and was gone all the time. He had really, really long work hours. It was a struggle, and I was feeling very overwhelmed and very stressed out. It was one of those things that we had to try out to see if it was something that, you know, we could do. And it turned out that it just was too much. It was too much for me to try and run a full-time business by myself and then also try and do everything for my kids. And it's funny because even though, you know, you think, well, my kids are in school full-time now, you think you have all this time, but you end up not. Especially when you do work for yourself, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that takes up so much time. And so I turned to eating because I was really stressed and I was really overwhelmed and I was really sad and I was super homesick. And like West Coast versus East Coast is very, very different. And I've grown up on the West Coast my whole life other than being in England. And it's just a different vibe. It really is. And it took me a lot of getting used to. And so I was just kind of in a funk and I was really sad. And then my dog passed away, which was devastating to me, my little Moo, and she had been with me for most of my adult life. So that was a really big blow for me, and I basically just ate all of my sorrows away. And so I gained a lot of weight, and that's been kind of adjustment to get used to just, you know, feeling uncomfortable with my body. 2019 was just kind of a really it was just a disruptive year for me. And then I think just the pressure of being on YouTube, you know, there's so many people in the YouTube community that do the type of videos that I do that, you know, they just look amazing. They spend so much money on all of these cosmetic procedures, you know, lasers and peels and Botox and fillers and all of these things to make them look spectacular. And then I feel like I'm supposed to keep up with that. And then I feel like, well, I can't because I'm not millionaires like they are. And then I feel like, oh, I look so old and crap compared to everyone else and their skin's also perfect and I'm getting jowls. And, you know, it's just a lot of pressure. This job it's just part of the job and it's hard not to get sucked into it. That's a hard thing to try and like feel confident when you're constantly like seeing other people that do what you do and they literally look like they're 12 and you're like, how is this possible? What are you doing that I need to know about? I always put work first as far as like over me and like taking the time for myself and taking the time to like go and work out, for example. I would rather put my time towards working. So I'm like, okay, well, I can get this video edited, I can film this video, I can do this. And I really need to just stop and realize that like if I'm not feeling good and if I am not feeling my very best, I'm not going to give my viewers 100% of me because I'm feeling like crap about myself. So I just want to like take the time to get myself into a place where I feel like I look good and like a weight, not necessarily a weight, but when I put my clothes on or I look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, girl, you do look good. Because that was like such a huge focus of myself before I met Jay. I was so dedicated and I worked out a ton and I ate really, really clean and my body was amazing. And I really want to get back to that where I just feel good about myself. That's something that I really want to work on this year, is just taking the time out of work to put towards making myself better, myself feel better about how I look. Okay, the next one I want to do is to get a reduction. I want to get smaller boobs so badly, and I keep putting it off because, you know, it's just one of those things that you're like, oh yeah, I'll do it, you know, not this year, we have a lot going on, and I keep on putting it off. And you know, also it's kind of scary, like I'm nervous, but I really would like to just have just a nice little C. I don't want to have these massive boobs anymore. They are so uncomfortable. My back is killing me all the time. I always have back pain. It's just a fire burning in my shoulders and upper back constantly, especially since the fact that I film and then I edit and I'm sitting over my computer for hours at a time editing on, you know, emails, editing my videos, doing my links. So I already have a job where my posture isn't fabulous just because I am hunched over a computer, but my boobs really they don't make it better. They're so heavy and I'm starting to get stretch marks because they're sagging so badly. and it's just so uncomfortable. I'm just tired of feeling uncomfortable in my body. Really don't like them, and I'm so tired of feeling like, it makes me emotional because I'm so uncomfortable all the time. And I just feel like if I could have like just a nice little C cup where they were upright and they were just like right there, I feel like my back and my posture would be so much happier, and I would feel better. Like physically I would feel better because my back is always hurting and I'm just so tired of like constantly being in pain. That's another thing that I would like to accomplish today. Today, this very day, this year. Okay, the next thing I want to do is to grow my social platforms. So I really want to reach 500,000 on my channel, this channel, which it's a bit of a stretch. I honestly don't know if that's possible, but you know what? You got to reach for the stars. So I really would like to reach that 500,000. I've been stuck at like 290 for such a long time. If I can do it by the end of 2020, that would be my 11th year on YouTube. And if I could just reach 500,000, there's people that reach that like so fast. I'm putting it out there into the universe. And if you guys enjoy my channel and you like my content and you would like to see this channel grow, I would love your support. If you could share with your family, your friends on Instagram, send them an email with my link. Sharing is caring, and I would love, love, love so much if you guys could help me reach my goal of 500,000. There's so much out there on YouTube nowadays, especially with all the celebrities. It's just, you know, there is a lot of content to watch, so it seems to get harder and harder to grow. I also want to reach 100,000 on my Instagram, and I think that's pretty achievable. And then on our Sam and Jay channel, we just like literally yesterday, just started it up again, and we're going to be doing slightly different. It's rebranded. It's not the Schuerman Show anymore. It's just Sam and Jay, but I would really like to reach that channel to 100,000 as well. So those are my goals for like my number goals. If I reach them, that's awesome. That would be so amazing. But even if I just like grow, I just want to grow, and I have been growing slowly, but it would be really nice to like see that number where it's like, yes, you did it. You nailed it. Congratulations. So this one is kind of hard for me because I don't know if it's ego, if it's pride, if it's the fact that I'm not one of those people that wants people to help me. I'm very much I can do it myself. I don't need your help. And I guess that would be ego or pride. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Leo thing, but I really want to, I feel like I've seen so many people do it to me where they have reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to collab? And I've said yes to so many different people, but I never go out of my way to ask other people. And I don't know, I just feel like I don't want to be a pest. I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to use them. In reality, that is how you grow on YouTube, is you collaborate with other people and other influencers, and they share you and you share them, and it's just kind of like a very social network. And I'm not the best at doing that. I don't want them to be like, oh, Sam Schuerman messaged me. She wants to collaborate with me. You know, I just don't want to be annoying, and like I don't ever want to be like that person where people are like, oh God, she sent me a message, how obnoxious. I've never felt annoyed by people asking me, so I don't know why I think that. And like I've created such amazing friendships from people reaching out to me and asking me if I wanted to collaborate with them. Cassie, Shades of Cassie, years and years ago, reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate with her. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And now we're super good friends. I never once felt like she was being a pest. I'm really trying to be more active as far as like commenting, because I'll like things, but like taking the time to actually comment on people. I'm trying to be more social. I'm trying to reach out to more people. I'm kind of a loner. Like I'm super friendly. It's really weird. I'm super friendly, and like it's not that I don't like interacting with people. It's just I'm kind of just a loner. I always have been. I catch myself not being very social on social media and like reaching out to other influencers or commenting on other influencers. And I don't know why I do that, but it's like, it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt them for me to be like, hi friend. Like there's so many people that I really love that I follow that I'm like, oh, they're so amazing. But I like never reach out to them. And I'm like, you're an influencer as well. You could totally say hello, but I don't know why I don't. So this year I really want to work on that, on like reaching out to people, being more social on social media, not being such a loner dotty, and just, you know, trying to like build a bigger network of people that I'm friends with. Like I have friends from YouTube and I have friends in real life, But I don't know what it is. And I think sometimes it's like there's a lot of fake people on YouTube, and maybe that's what's happened, is that I'm kind of like weary now. I just want to be more social on social media and just like reach out to influencers and not be afraid to ask for help, and not be afraid to be like, hey, I would love to collaborate with you. I'm a huge fan of you. I would like to try and, you know, set something up. Okay, so next, I would really, 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 really love, this is my biggest goal for 2020, and if I can just work towards, even if it takes a couple of years, I'd love to be able to buy a condo or a townhouse or a small house for my sister to be able to live in. And I'm not at the point where I would be able to just like buy it for her and pay for it. Like, I'm not financially, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I would love to be able to buy a second property so that she could rent it out, and it would end up being like she would get a nicer place for the same amount of money as what she would be paying for rent in a place that she doesn't love. And then that way she can, you know, make a nursery for Noah how she wants to, and it would feel more like her place. And that way it would make her feel like she has her own home without her having to buy a home. And then, you know, it would be great for us because we'd have a second property, and I just want to be able to do that for her. I mean, ideally, I would just get super rich and I could just buy all of my family members a house and just be like, I paid for it, you're welcome. But I can't. I mean, maybe one day, you never know. But I just like, for me, I want to be able to get to a position in my life where I can help the people that I love. And like, if I was rich, I would literally just be like, here you go, here you go, here you go. Let me buy you a car. I just want to give to people that I love. I want to help them. I want their lives to be easier. And I wish that I could do that for everyone. But I think a good step and like a realistic goal is to buy a second property to rent out to my sister at a cost where it would basically be what she's paying for rent anyway, but it would be hopefully a bigger and a nicer and something that feels more homey to her. So that is like my main goal that I really want to work towards, because there's just something special about feeling like it's your home and not feeling like you have to like, oh, I don't want to damage the wall, I don't want to put a nail in, I can't paint, I can't do anything to make it feel like my space. We rented for so long, and now that we're in our home and we own it, it's just like such a nice freeing feeling that you don't have to worry about someone knocking on your door and your landlord coming in and doing a walkthrough, or, you know, oh crap, the kids did something to the wall and now we gotta fix that, or that'll come out of our deposit. Like, it's just such an annoying thing, renting. And it's not bad. I mean, we did it for years, but like going from being a homeowner to renting for so many years and then now being a homeowner again, it's like, oh, it's just such a relief to be in your own home. Just being able to paint the walls or like put this huge storage system in, like, you just have more freedom when you own. And I really want to be able to do that for my sister, to where she feels like she's in her own home. But, you know, it's a lot having to save up for down payment and all that kind of stuff. Like, it is, you know, it's kind of a big thing to buy a house. So if I can just make it so that it feels like she's in a house or a townhouse or condo and it feels like it's her home, that would be amazing. And then I would feel like, you know, I've done something to help my sister. So that's like my biggest goal, I would say, for 2020. Those are my 2020 goals. I know there's kind of a lot, kind of a big list. So I've got stuff to do this year. I'm very busy, but I feel like I'm really excited for 2020. I have high hopes for 2020. I feel like I'm in a good place mentally to where I can achieve these goals, or at least work towards these goals, and just keep on grinding. And hopefully I can achieve, if I can achieve at least a quarter of them, I'm fine with that. But I really would like to, you know, really work my way up to getting all of them achieved within the near future. If you like my channel, if you like my content, if you like just me in general, I would really appreciate your support sharing my Instagram, my channels. Just DM a friend. I would really appreciate that. That would mean so much to me, because I do need your help, and I feel like that's my problem, is that I don't ask for help enough. Hopefully you guys don't mind doing that. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, email, just tell your friends at work. I would really appreciate that so very much to help me reach my goal of 500,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers on Sam & J and 100,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. Those are my goals. Let me know down below, what are your goals? What are you working on for 2020? Love you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will leave that link down below. I will link down below our new rebranded, it's the old Schuerman Show channel, but we've rebranded it Sam and Jay. So be sure to go ahead and follow that channel as well. And it's like, I'm super excited for it. We're going to be doing thrifting and upcycling and DIYs, bachelor chats, This Is Us chats, just kind of like just stuff we're loving at the moment. So kind of vlog style, not a daily vlog, but you still get to see a little bit, a different piece of us than you would see on this channel. So I hope you guys are excited for that, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah.